Hello everybody, how are we doing? I don't have StreamWare working, do I? It's go back to the start screen. We'll pretend that didn't happen. Let's just pretend like that didn't happen at all. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's keep it like that. I didn't start the stream yet. No, there we go. One of those days. So I'm going to be working on a different yard today. And what I'm doing at the moment is I'm just getting rid of the rough dirt texture because I... Okay, so I'm going to have to just blast it with concrete because apparently there's still like 3% rough dirt there and I don't want that to be happening. Actually, if I were to change it all to rough dirt, and can I set no? So would this change it down to 0%? As if by magic. 2%. Ah, it'll do. Good enough. So let's see what we can do here. Where's my... Hang on, something looked out of place there. What the... Okay, I don't know why you're there, but okay. So let's yeah, I'm gonna have to create a new transform group. Call it. We need the transform group. Yard 2. And here comes the fun bit that I don't usually show. Where I've got to now move this up to probably around here. So, move up. Move up. Move up. Move up. Is it doing the thing again? I might need to restart the roof. Do I like John Deere's? I'm not too gone on, to be honest. I need to get a few things straightened out. It's okay here. You know, it derped for me as well. YouTube just seems to be a bit fussy at the moment. Yeah, it blipped. I might be on the wrong server, I don't know. So this is the bit that I rarely show because it's incredibly slow. But it does need to be done. It's best doing it now, where there's only one thing to move, than later when there's a full transform group to move. Thank you for sponsoring again, Jag. Or the re-sponsor, I guess. Probably shouldn't pop up as new sponsor. Like, surely that should say responsor or something. Or recurring sponsor? Don't know what happened. Your sponsorship ran out and it refreshed and you came into chat. That's what happened. YouTube is on the New Year, New Me bandwagon. It always is, Dan. To be fair, I'm on it as well. Got a lot of stuff planned to do this year. But it's going to require to not be storming like a son of a gun. Is it your internet? No, Stefan. It's, I think YouTube. In fact, what I might do... Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the stream down real quick, swap servers, and come back up and it might be a bit more stable. So just bear with me 1 second. I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes to go through on stream. Alright, we should be back. Hopefully, maybe, possibly. And hopefully this might be more stable. I've just swapped over to the backup or the backup server. Hopefully for more stability, and we're gonna keep moving this up. We've only got how many more moves do we have to do? 3 more. I can move it again later if I feel it's necessary. I'll have to do all the fun stuff of making sure everything works. Okay, so that's in, and it is this yard over here I'm working on today? Yes. So that's where the entrance to the yard is. Let's pop this down. And oh wow, this is... Okay. Hello, Venus. I've still got everything set on 1. 2, 6, and 2. So what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm just gonna give this yard a bit of a smooth, just so that it's a bit easier to place things down and I'm not having to deal with too many issues. Because this yard does slope downwards quite a lot. Good luck getting bales in here. Hey GD, Tino, and Kian. I think we might have stabilized everything now. GD, if ever you're having problems, I don't know if anybody's told you this. If you're having problems on YouTube with the stream going weird, and you're like 90% sure it's not on your end, swap to the backup server or like the primary, I guess. Much fresh? What do you mean? Okay, which side of this is the bigger side? Because I want that to be... yeah. I want this to be kind of a utility kind of shed there, like that. And I think it's a situation where I'm going to want to just grab that there and replace. Which means I'll need value up to 1. And actually opacity and hardness up to 1 as well. Which it's not gonna... it's clearly not doing much, but it's doing enough. It justifies my use of the replace brush. Just to level off the ground a bit around this. Hello Sim, I saw the stream go down very, very quickly there. Is this playable now? Very, very vaguely. Like, you could play it, but I wouldn't want to. Like, I could be playing on this if I really wanted to, but it's so very bare bones right now that I wouldn't want to be playing this map. Not even just to test it. Buffered for a while and came back. Yeah. YouTube's in one of those moods the last couple of days. Or at least it is for me. It'd be very embarrassing if, after all my complaints about, you know, lack of smoothing, that I didn't smooth things correctly. So, just gonna nudge that in a bit more like that. Yeah, that'll do. And we'll just extend the concrete out. Just so that it's under the shed. There we go. So that's me up to three layers of the 4, and we'll just ease the dirt off now with some pig mud. That's all for. We need a decent Irish map. I know we do, Lancashire. Yeah, Sim knows me outside of streams. Sim knows what kind of music I listen to. This is not it. Although I am actually becoming I am warming to this. Where did I get this? Do you know, I got it on FSUK actually, I think. I have to go on FSUK real quick and look, because I'm 90% sure I got it from there. I've whipped a lot from Thornton, I've whipped a lot from West Coast. But I think this is from FSUK. Yeah, it's from the Farm Sheds pack by Tecker. Not actually stolen this from another map for once. Well, a few things I've been placing recently that haven't been just whipped from another map. Oh, I did, for those of you that were watching yesterday, I did do a tweak over here. I was looking around West Coast and stuff, and I saw this down at the down the quarry, and I thought that it was a much better fit than what I was using before. Little dots of pig mud just really give the idea that a place is dirty. Apparently I gave up on this halfway through doing pig mud dotting. Because like it just gives little tiny puddles that kind of shine out. Right, next shed. This is gonna be pretty big on storage yard, I think. Actually, geez, this if the textures were better. Can I swap out the? No, I can't. I don't like the textures on that. I can retexture it. That shouldn't be the worst thing in the world. For some reason this has... Does this have triggers with it? Hang on, why is this... Oh, it's got the fill plane underneath. I see. I see. So if I were to put this kind of over on this side, maybe up here-ish, and build it up based on that spot there. How's this gonna... Oh, it's gonna go pretty smoothly under the place brush. Little Pantera wouldn't hurt. Yeah, I know, but this is for the general public, Dan. I would love to throw on some Pantera or something, or some real good metal, but I know that house and EDM is more popular with, like, everybody. There we go. We just raise this up. Go back to the terrain brush. And dip this down so that... Oh my god, how far down does this need to go? I get the feeling that the plane has fallen off. Where are you supposed to... Oh, you're supposed to have your own grain plane underneath. Right. If I go over here to this... Visual... Grain. Copy that. And attach it as the child of the plane. And then, whoops. Just brought that over here, haven't I? No. Focus on it. That's maybe a bit big. Rotate it through 90 degrees. Shrink it down. Yeah. No. Even at this size, it looks okay. Let's just shrink it down a bit more. So kind of flatten out a bit. There we go. That looks somewhat legit. I don't want the subtract brush on that one, smooth brush. Dave listens to Barbie. Yeah, totally. Oh, chat's broken. Hang on. There we go. I was wondering why there were no messages for a while. Dashboard chat's broken again. Oh, now it's working again. Thank you, Delta. And hello, Delta. I see you've been having some rather fun problems in your Discord lately. I believe the record number of notifications I saw was 137. There we go. So that'll get retextured at some point. What's the diffuse texture that I'm fiddling with? Maps model sheds texture sheds.dds. Oh, GT. Pop-out chat's more reliable. Let's pop-out chat then. Ooh, it's gone to YouTube gaming chat, which I really like. It didn't wake up that quickly. Am I gonna release this map? Yes, when it's done. It's if I go from actually this, and this. This is all the buildings that are currently actually placed on the map. So you can see I've got 1 yard done. About 2/3 of the industrial estate done. I'm going to leave this place fairly open. And I'm working on this yard here. Today, that is our job of the day. Just click there. The water plane extends over here. Ooh. Let's maybe consider shrinking the water plane. Maybe not that much, but I can now grab it and extend it a bit. Oh wait, no. Because it'll look wonky with it, won't it? Oh no, it's fairly flat actually. I can totally shrink this down to size. I could probably go as little as 0.1. Yeah, and then 0.1, 0.3. Just so that it looks decent. 0.4. Can you see that edge out from here? This is gonna be the ultimate, like, the real test. This. Can you see the edge of the water plane from any point on the map? To be fair, if I move it like this and make the scale 1. Oh, it's the Z scale that's actually a problem now. 0.3. That's better. Literally doing the definition of procrastinating right now, updating my iPod settings instead of recording. Yeah, it sounds like you, Sim. You do anything that doesn't mean you need to record. Cheer up. Hello, Gaming. PS2 is best. It is the best console. I genuinely believe that. Right. What now, Dave? What now? Well, what now for show is I need to have actually I can make this concrete realistically. Just gonna do that. A bit of rough dirt then, just to kind of break it up a bit. Like this. And then some pig mud on top, and there we go. That's how quickly you can get that stuff together. N64. PS2 is better. Those things are bulletproof, I swear. Don't need that. Don't need that. That's more for the sheep. Yeah. Let's be nice to you guys. Just in a random yard. Will I be getting the MF135? I will be getting the Massey 135 when it's out, yes. Let's pop a silage pit down. I'm gonna have to do some real leveling in this area. can I pop it down there? And here's the fun bit, because I want to pop it down close to the grain pit. So, oh, this might work actually. Because I'd like to have it there so you can do silage, and it would be kind of inconvenient, but you could still do it. Oh. Yeah, that works. And then we'll use this point here as our level point. Looks like it's not going to need much leveling, which is good. This is a smooth brush, Dave. Oh. It's actually going to need quite a lot of leveling. In which case, let's undo that. And use, well, let's say this point is our leveling point. So that I'm actually leveling downwards instead of upwards. Hey, happy TNT! How do I do that? Do I get something to download? What? Work on a map? You need to download Giant's Editor, which you can get for free. If somebody ever asks you to pay for Giant's Editor, they're trying to scam you. You can get GE for free off the Giants Developer Network. If you just Google Giants Developer Network, you will find the GE link. GE download. You'll need to make an account, but something that I think you should make an account for sure. Especially if you're interested in doing a bit of modding. Not necessarily mapping, but modding as well. You kind of need GE unless you're making scripts. Back to the smooth brush. There we go. Oh, Chris and Bobo, hello. I'm working on a different yard today. This shed pack is actually really nice. I know it's based on the NI modding sheds, but at least it's got like more modern features. Like if memory serves, these do have normals. If they don't, I can generate them. Yeah, it's got normals and speculars, so I mean, these are FS15 sheds, but if you use something that's made well for FS15, it'll still work for FS17 and look good. Especially something that was made properly for FS15. There we go. Rough this up with a bit of rough dirt. And a bit of pig mud on top, just not much, just enough to kind of ease the dirt down a bit. I want to sit down just a bit. There we go. If I had like a fifth, I've been putting gravel in as well. Hello, Pizza Wheel. You have to pay for G. Nope, free. Will there be an FS19? Yes. It'll probably be announced in I want to say March or April. You'll see the announcement. And you'll know about it because, well, everybody who does farm sim on YouTube will suddenly be talking about it and starting to come up with ideas of what'll be in there. Why am I not using my Dave mug? Because I've not washed it yet. Let's plot. Really like using this round brush because it's, if I were to just change to concrete here, it can, yeah. So that looks really good, I think. E3? No, before E3. We always know before E3. Yeah, if you use G, Giants can do whatever they like with your stuff, because they've got an infinite, irrevocable license for pretty much whatever they want. But you do retain the copyright yourself for like everybody else. There's kind of an unwritten agreement between all modders ever that it's kind of okay to use most stuff. Especially people who make prefabs and whatnot. That's kind of gives you a free for all. I have not the mod pizza, but rough dirt. And the Giant's pig mod. Let's put. That's too small of a shed. Put this over here. It's going to be the is it the 18 by 23 I want? I'll probably want one of these anyway, so I'll just grab it. And place it into that seam group, or the transform group. And ooh, am I seeing some terrain derpiness here? I am. Why is it not smoothing? Oh, it is just the... Yeah, it's got the terrain detail on top. So I just go like that and that. Less derpy. Fix that properly later. So the 18 by 23 shed, what's this like? That is... not what I... No, that's not what I wanted. Oh, is it the... That's the 9 by 23. That's the one I want. Yes, that's the shed that I wanted. Just set this to 90. Okay, that's backwards, so minus 90. Just real careful, like, put this back here. Put some clutter around here as well, just to kind of, I guess, fill space. There we go. I need muddy fields, no. Yeah, any copyright that you, like, if you create a map, the entirety of the map belongs to you, and Giants can use it. It's kind of complicated, but it's a licensing agreement as opposed to a kind of a ownership thing. Oh boy. Don't think there's any winning with this smoothing. Or this section of the yard. Maybe I should have just put the shed on a wonk. Oh well, let's see how badly I can, or if I can win this. Not terrible, but like if it rains, you're gonna have a lot of problems. Smooth back here as well, because sure, I'm 100% sure somebody's going to get back there and be like, ah, Dave and always complaining about people not moving things. Look at how rough this is. Ah. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, those terrain replace. It's just kind of wonking with the oh, that shed's not rooted in yet, that's fine. Wonking with the actual yard, that's gonna be fun to get in and out. What texture do I have this set as? Rough dirt, please. We'll just draw some squiggly lines. Go back to concrete and just do a bit of blending in. So it kind of looks like it's dirty concrete as opposed to concretey dirt. There we go, and a bit of pig mud just to break the dirt up and make it even lighter again. There we go. See, here's where I wish we had a fifth, because I would love to throw some gravel in just to kind of have loose stones. What about indoor pits? I have actually, and I'm going to be thinking about it. No, pizza, that won't work for me. Because the speed limit on 90% of these roads is going to be 80 kilometers an hour in real life. And you're not really going to get much past that in Farm Sim. 1-6, please. Just pop some grass down to kind of do a very rough cover up of the rough edges. Do need to change the grass texture. That's something I might do tonight. So I would have for the one from the West Coast, at least for now. I might whip one from from Oakfield later on, though, if it's as good as Landy and Sim have been telling me. You got that super fast Valtra? Yeah, but even then, you wouldn't be able to get it up to speed. Like, that is more or less a guarantee. It's just... Hello, Itchy and Pedro. Pedro's arrived because he just wants to make fun of me. Wants to make fun of my amazing map making skillage. I don't know why I do this. I really don't, but when I'm putting down grass like this, I'm moving forward and clicking very quickly. And I don't know why I'm doing this. But it works for me, I guess, so... I guess I guess as long as it works, it's fine. It's just a very odd thing to do. And I fully appreciate that it's odd to do it the way that I'm doing it, with the multiple clicks instead of just holding, but it's the way my brain's working. You gotta make fun of my yards. Yeah, I figured as much, Pedro. How's your map coming along, Peds? I might put a bit more of a thing on that. This is way too big. I'm almost tempted to kind gonna cut this yard in two. By the way, I use poplars to draw sometimes. Really good for getting some ideas across. Cut the yard in two and have like a yard here, and then I don't know, second yard here? Small field? Actually, that'd be kind of cool, is to have a yard here and then, like, with nothing kind of blocking it, maybe a fence, have a meadow. When did I start mapping? A couple of years ago. Because, like, this yard is way too big as is. Yeah, let's do that, actually. Let's, first off, go to grass texture layer. And like I said, some of this is going to be just 100% fictional. Because in reality, I think this is, I think possibly a field? And if not a field, then like some sort of industrial estate yard. But considering how many yards there are going to be on the map, and they're all going to be reasonably well sized, as it turns out, I feel like it's not a bad thing to have some kind of fictionalized field areas. So this isn't going to be a viable field. Terrain detail 02. We'll just kind of draw in the field here. So Dylan was asking if the grass is going to be fertilizable. Yes. The grass in fields will be, otherwise no, because it wonks courseplay up something horrific. I will leave kind of a bit of a headland just so courseplay doesn't get too badly confused. Like, even in itself, this is a good sized meadow, so you do get at least one area that's going to be completely mowable to begin with on the map. I might do this to another couple of yards where it's, I guess, kind of a store field, storage field kind of thing going on. Definitely different. Grassy placeable area. No. That wouldn't work because it would destroy the terrain detail foliage layer. Somebody asking if this is an Irish map. Yes. And now we can get rid of the... Where are they? Where are they? I had it selected not too long ago. Poplars. Start drawing in grass again. This time I can be a bit messier because it's just going to be it's a huge area I'm filling in. Looks great. Looks like I'm just improvising about 90% of the map, which is true. But I kind of like the idea of a semi-fictional-ish DEM where I've taken the roads and field, well, most of the fields from reality and kind of put my own spin on it with the yards. I will probably grab one or two of the NI modding sheds as well. There's a couple of shapes that I'd really like to have. I'm gonna just do some grass work here real quick. I'm intentionally not putting crops in the field yet, by the way. Improvisation's good sometimes. Yeah, definitely. It's better than... for me, at least, it's better than rigidly sticking to what's... you know, true to life, or there in reality, or whatever. Just kind of... gives me a bit of license to experiment. And, well, not everything is ever, you know, not everything is going to work out. There's going to be some stuff that I do that, will work. Am I going to put traffic signs? Yes, that is planned. Razvan GFX, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. I think you're saying all that nonsense that I usually spat off. But there will be traffic signs. It's just that's going to be in the... they're going to be one of the last things that I start putting in, because I don't see the point in having them if... I guess I'm nowhere near being done. Because I still have to download them even. There we go. What a difference a bit of grass makes, eh? Just a little bit of detail that you get just from grass. Like without having any extra foliage layers in there. Just kind of brings the tiniest bit more life to the yard. Is it 2x? Yes. And I'm using pretty much the full canvas. You can see there are some fields that I actually had to cut off a tiny bit. Hello, Michael. There's a few fields that I had to cut off a small bit, but it is more or less the full canvas. Now, exactly how to load this. I'm gonna level this out to be that height. And the replace tool. Ah, it's not too bad. Gonna need to move a bit of grass out the way, but won't be the end of the world. I'm just gonna extend this out a small bit here. There we go. I'll just nudge this like that. And terrain smooth. We'll just give it not, you know, perfect smoothing, but reasonably kind of rough, that'll do kind of smoothing. The grass kind of rolls away from you there. So good luck doing bales in that little meadow field thing. So that can sit there like that. What I'm gonna do, just to be mean, is I'm gonna have one facing it, so that when you're coming out of the grain storage, you gotta be a bit careful that you don't go in a weird angle and hit the shed. There we go. I don't mind about that shed being a bit wonky. What I will do though is I'll just raise it up so the roofs kind of match. A bit more. There we go. What's going on? Well, have I got this all set to 1? I do. That would explain why I was putting down giant lumps of the stuff constantly. Oh, it's because I was putting in the grass earlier, wasn't it? Yeah. Back to concrete. Just kind of smooth it in a small bit, not overly so. Just kind of cut through the.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Zombie here. Welcome back.
There we go.
Zombie here.
Dots of pig mud just to break up the dirt. What I'm gonna do is be mean, yes. But the thing is
You think I'm beautiful?
you can come out here and then come around this shed. You know, instead of what you would have done, which would have been coming out and then going basically through where the shed is, you come around it instead. By the way, this is why I use poplars. It's really nice for any dream tractor or Massey 135. So you know, instead of going out and then going, basically just immediately turning, you go out and around. Just gives you a bit of a longer drive, I guess.
I haven't seen wands like this in a while. Staffs that wreck things.
Can I duplicate this?
Zombies. Literally zombies that are wizards.
Go minus
Insane.
90. Can actually merge this into this one real quick.
Look, Dumbledore, I'm a wizard too.
Actually, there's a part of me thinking that if I just left this like this, it'd be kind of awesome. I'm tempted to do this as a set piece somewhere, actually. Just have a shed with nothing on it. But if I were to move this over here like this, then... Do you have enough room to put a trailer through there? Yeah. We'll... I think a smooth brush might be enough for this, actually. But wary of the shed at the other side. I don't want to be making this shed floaty at all. There we go. So now when you come out, you'll be coming out. Don't have popper selected, do I? Don't have 6 selected. You'll be coming out, going here, and you have to make another tight turn through here and fit through this gap here. Look, Dumbledore, I'm a wizard too. Some of this playlist is really weird. Let's turn down that value of that a bit, because I have noticed it's been a bit. That's too low, so like 3 will do. Perfect. Maybe just kind of rough dirt this area up a bit. Actually, the opacity can go down as well. Started COD World War II, very nice. You know, if I duplicate this, hey, do you remember that set piece I said I was gonna do? I think I found where I want to do it. That's center. Ooh. So if I go Control-Shift copy, and then Control-Shift paste, and do a bit of rescaling so that it matches. It's gonna make that shed suddenly a lot bigger. Actually, even at 111, it kind of looks legit. We duplicate that again and go 180, 180, and just bring it in here. Like this. So they should all be matched up. Yes. Just give it a little nudge out like that. Et voila! An extension to that shed. That's completely useless now, but I like how it looks like there's an extension to that shed. There at least, and I'll make up a door decal or something, a door ad strip, so that you can like get the idea of a door going in there, and like there's some sort of storage or dryer in there. Hey, Pensons. How's things? Pretty good. Pretty good indeed. I honestly couldn't be bothered playing Farm Sim today, so figured I'd work on creating something for Farm Sim instead. Should I? No, I'm not gonna be that bad at Joe, because I gotta play this myself. And Landy and Sim will have to play it too, so I mean, I'm not gonna troll too hard. I just like I'd like the idea of that as a set piece, kind of shed. Where it looks like there's... I've just realized I could... Oh, that'd be really cool. It's a bit of a stolen idea. but I'm gonna write it down. There's my notebook. I need a pencil or a pen or something where I can write. There's a pen. Hello, Tig. Genuinely just wrote down an idea. Because I like it. Forgot to do that the entire stream. That was a proper light bulb moment. It's an idea I'm taking from somewhere else, but definitely it will work there. Like, you know when you're just looking at something, you're like, well, how is this going to be used? How, you know, how can I make this interesting? Came up with an idea. Will milking partner be full-size one or a robot milker? What on earth did I just do? Sheeples. Let me get... This is going to be the cow area, and I will have a robot milking parlor in here. Let's get back over to this yard. What was I gonna do next? Ah, yes, I need a couple more sheds. Do I need a couple more sheds? I'm gonna real quick open up prefabs. Buildings. I might download something just as a placeholder. There's nothing that catches my eye immediately about this. Actually, if I just go switch that. Yeah, wow, that's... Huh. Yeah, kind of surprised that there's no houses on the, is there something like really interesting that I could do here? This browser new? Yeah, it's new to Giant Editor 7.1. Makes life a whole lot easier. Actually, no. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a house. I'm actually gonna write it down in poplars. Actually, in terrain detail. Otherwise, I'll forget it. So, house. And just kind of lay out a very full farmhouse. And that'll do. And I think I wanted to put one. wouldn't fit. So I guess we'll move on to... Now, are there 2 entrances to this yard? Because if not, I'm going to make a second one and I'm going to split this clean in 2. Yeah, let's pop a hole in the hedging here. Go back into the prefabs. I want to find do I still have the... I don't. So back into prefabs. Just go to all and search wall. Yes! Thank you, Robbie! Did that off Oakfield. I don't know if I want to. Now what's the difference between... I'm just going to create a new transfer group here called Test. But I don't even need to name it anything, because I'm just going to take the 20-meter stone wall from texture kit 1. Pop it in there. And have a look at what it looks like. What do you look like? You look very nice. And from texture kit 2, I'm going to take the 20-meter stone wall, put it in, and put it there. That's a sub goal. Thank you. It will be unhit later, most likely, but oh well. Yeah, I rarely change the sub goal when it's just been hit. I'll leave it until it's like 5 or 6 over, and or change it tomorrow. Because I know people like subscribing just so that I hit the sub goal and feel good about myself, and then they'll unsub after the stream. So. Not particularly of the caring. This yard is pregnant. I'm intentionally using the smooth brush, by the way, because I don't want to be screwing about with the roads and causing mayhem with the road. Like... that is, yeah, it's probably at the limit of what I want to be doing there-ish. It's just a case of trying to... There we go. Should I road this side? No. So I can afford to smooth this down and just move the edges and stuff later. Just the yard's a bit easier to work with. And the field as well. I mean, that's going to be a bit more MR friendly. One mod that I'm going to be getting rid of when I'm playing again, by the way, is the terrain response mod, because that, I'm not going to say conflicts, but it interacts weirdly with MR. Like it causes... You'll have seen that some of my vehicles have been behaving a bit weird when I was using plows and stuff and equipment. That was actually terrain response fiddling with MR and causing a weird interaction. Not a conflict per se, but just a... I guess an unintended weirdness. So I'll likely be getting rid of that. How floaty are these hedges? Not as floaty as I'd been afraid of. So now I'm just going to grab poplars again. And kind of draw a very rough halfway mark in this yard. Because I'm going to split this into 2 separate yards. To be all interesting. So let's say here-ish. That's, I would say, roughly halfway. Is it hard to do traffic splines? It's not too hard to do splines. Splines are fairly easy once you get the hang of them. So just nudge that into the hedge. Give her a... Ooh. Just... I'll just nudge that down tiniest... Nope. Just so the end of the wall isn't floaty. Four. 2.44. There we go. Just to get the very end of that wall into the ground there. All the field's gonna be full of poplars? No. I'm not quite that mean. So in theory I should be using the, you know, form-fit walls so that it all sits together nicely. I'm not going to do that because reasons of yes. Just snug them up together like that. And just see... Okay, that's fine. Duplicate that again. Am I duplicating the entire transfer group? No, I'm not. Good. Okay, let's get rid of the poplars now because they're getting in the way. You can see already this wall, like, it's not a small wall. I am actually gonna just right now gonna fix these hedges up so they a bit more legit and, you know, actually sat on the ground. Probably selected the tree. No, I haven't selected the tree. Good. I can go down too. Doesn't need to be perfect. Hey, Dusty. I hear you're getting a new PC. Or was Manjack lying to me last night? Is it hard to create a map? Honestly, it's the easiest way to mod. Like, if you want to get into modding, mapping is probably the easiest. Like, the issue with mapping is that it's really time consuming. Like, I've been streaming for 2 hours, I got actually, I would say quite a lot done. And I have been ignoring chat, and I do apologize for that, but you know, so be it. I've been getting a lot of work done. Yeah, it does get boring. Like, I'll probably do a bit more tonight because I want to import some stuff from Thornton, the West Coast, and possibly Dusty Cove as well. But I do have a kind of a small bank of maps that I'm going through, and like, if I like something, I'll rip it and kind of repurpose it for what I want to do with it. It's like the worst thing you can do if you're mapping is just straight up ripping a set piece from somebody else's map. What I would say if you want to do something like that is take the idea, have a look at the idea of what they're doing, and see, like, not exactly what they're doing, but see what the idea behind it is. See what the base thought of it is, and use that base thought and do it yourself with maybe a different look, or different feel, or different base inspiration behind that thought. Can I try and get this map on console? Maybe. Depends on how I feel when I'm done. Now that Season's on console, it makes it just that tiniest bit more likely. Can I... yeah, I just want to raise this up and just tilt that down, and then plonk it back down a bit. There we go. That's the hedges fixed. That's still quite a drop there, wow. If you were making a map, you wouldn't put it on a console. Yeah. Thing is, the reason that so many mappers and modders say it's not going to come to console is just because it's so difficult. Because you gotta have it pretty much perfectly optimized without any flaws. And, like, it's gotta fall within a really specific set of rules from Giants, and a really specific set of rules from Sony and Microsoft. And there are times when, do you know what, genuinely, it's just not worth it. You know, there's some maps where it's just not worth trying to port it over to console. That is in no way an even split, I like it. Haven't used Plain Script? I have, Tom. I just actually tweaked those, to fix them up. Into the bank account, motherboard and processor. Yeah, fun. You wouldn't know where to start. Start where you want to start. Do what I did, maybe. Start with the fields and terrain, then put the hedges in, then put the roads in, then put the hedges in, then put the trees in. Then you can start on the yards, and that's where it gets, for me at least, difficult. Hey, then. Hope I've had a happy new year. Nah, relatively. I say relatively, it's been going amazingly. Just been so much insanity going on already this year that I'm actually gonna, yeah, change this to yard 3/4, And now we get the fun bit of moving this transform group up. Because there's no easy way of moving a bloomin' transform... Did I not save? Oh, you gotta press enter? Okay. Yard 3/4. There's no easy way of, like, dragging a transform group up. I wish there was. I wish... Like... In the EFS 19 GE wish list, being able to drag transform groups up would be the best thing in the world ever, because right now you gotta move it up inch by inch. And it's just so slow. So slow. The stream's dropping again. Wonderful. I love YouTube. I love when it does this crap. It's just like, hey, I know you're trying to, you know, do some work and entertain people, but I'm not going to work now. Sorry. I love when you... Did I just move that back down? Because I merged both these yards into one transform group, and I know I've not put any detail work into the other yard that I did today. But that can be something I throw in later. Have I had my breakfast yet? Yes. I have eaten. I've had a cup of coffee. I don't have any water or anything with me, so if I start getting thirsty, I'm kind of screwed. But Landy will be starting in a second anyway. Lee Lawrence, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. You don't need a powerful PC to make a map. It makes it easier, because... You know, G will run it better than 5 frames a second, but you don't need a powerful PC. Like, I know Lancy Boy has been mapping on a laptop for the longest time. You don't need a good PC. It helps. It definitely helps, because you can see what's going wrong. But with a less powerful PC. Like, I would argue mine's actually too powerful to work on maps properly. Because I don't get too many I don't get frame rate issues. If I do, then yes, I've made a horrible mistake, and I did actually get some frame rate issues with the forests, the way that they were. But you don't need a powerhouse PC. That's one thing that you definitely don't need. The storage ain't an issue. It can be, because, I mean, depending on what you want to do, you might have... Actually, I can show you my working map folder. Let's just change the name of this. So hopefully I can drag this in. So I've got an old version of Duneske, Orchard Farm, Selby Farm, the West Coast, Thornton and Dusty Cove, all unzipped in one folder. So, like, you do need storage, because I'll actually be probably popping Oakfield open as well, and probably Coldborough on top of it all. So there's going to be a ridiculous amount of stuff. Lanny's on countdown. Thank you, Itchy. I'm going to leave it here for today, guys. See, as Landy's on countdown, I think he's going to be on 15 meg a picture. Yeah. But when a map's 600-700 meg a pop, it can get a bit. You find that you fill hard drives quickly. But I'm gonna leave it here, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream today. I know that it was just primarily plonking things down, but that's, do you know what? That's what GE is for the most part. It's just dropping things down onto the ground and seeing how they sit and fiddling with them a bit. 2 terabytes. Oh yeah, that's, yeah. I'll be back tomorrow Possibly, probably in game. Depends on whether or not when I set my wheel up. No, it will be in game tomorrow, I promise. I'll set my wheel up tonight for it. But until then, I'll leave you by saying I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching me making Duneske. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.
The air is tight, enough to break your lungs like shards of glass. This mud and ice cracks your bones when you slip away. Gotta keep on going.